Alright, so somebody asked me to explain how to work on the takeaway with their e-bell, and let me explain it first by showing you with a club here. I'll just pick a club out. So, what you want with your takeaway, first of all, what you don't want is to lift your arms independently. This is a very common flaw, which gets you into a position where you're not really wound up, you don't have any leverage. Not good. So what you really want in a takeaway is to rotate everything back with enough force early on here that the club will arrive at the top without any more application of force. So it's a brief force. And you don't want too much force either, because then you've got something that wants to kick back. So you want to get exactly the right amount of force that wherever you are, it feels like it comes to a point of rest and it starts to drop on its own, and then you go through with it. But so up to a point of rest and then go through with gravity. So that's why professional swings look slow, but they're actually moving much faster. All of their swing is faster. It's shorter amount of time to the top, transition, everything. It just takes much less time, the whole thing. Not just the speed at the bottom, the whole thing is faster. So the reason it's faster is most people spend a fair amount of their time here, they're still accelerating, then they turn around fast, and so this is what makes a swing look fast and not be fast, is this opposite. To get to the top and forcefully turn it around aggressively. So you want to get to a moment of rest a little bit and then turn around, and having this smooth transition is what makes this swing look elegant and languid and saves up all your speed for the bottom. So that's that. Now, if you've got a trainer, this is an easy thing to feel because you can hardly do it wrong. It's easy to do it wrong with the club, and even when you feel like you're doing it right, you might still be doing a fair amount of arm lift. So create a structure. Your arms can be relaxed, or you can think of them as applying force together to maintain a structure that is all locked in, right? So you don't want this to be moving independently. You want this to be moving as a single structure. So think of this triangle and that triangle. Those things are locked in now. And so first to feel what the backswing is like, we'll toss it forward just a little bit, and then you'll notice to go back you want to shift, and it's both that way but also that way, really diagonal, shifting your weight back that way because that's the way you're throwing the mass. So back into that heel, then you'll shift, and you'll notice that as soon as this is going that way, I'm actually going that way, and the same thing. It's a step. I'm shifting that way and falling when it arrives at the top. So that's the feeling you want. So get that feeling. Stepping and shifting. Step and shift. Step and shift. And then, to make it more relatable, I would go to a dead stop now and feel what it takes applying force just from here. Feel what your body has to do to heave this into a motion. Maybe you really don't need the amount of energy to get all the way up here. This is much heavier, so there'll be plenty of energy if you're swinging to there. So that's your goal. Swing to about maybe waist high and feel from a dead stop what you have to do that. So I feel immediately I move my weight into that foot, and then I rotate to make it get to there. So like I'm throwing a bale of hay or something. Heaving, that's why you're calling it a heave. That's thanks to gravity golf. Heave, the term made up. So heave, and then actually the move through is very similar. So it's a throwing that way and then applying force through the ball again that way. So the application of force is down here, not this thing at the top. It can fall, and then you accelerate it through the ball. So now we'll take our club, and I've added a little something on here which is easy to make. I put a wooden dowel with a screw that's just popped through the dowel, and then I screwed it into the little hole on my club, and then this is just pipe wrapped foam, so it's soft. So I can make a full swing with this. It's very similar. People hold you can hold a little stick in your hands and feel your relationship, but with this I can actually just keep going because it's not going to hurt me. So it tells you two things. But first of all, if you're independently lifting your club instead of just going where you need to go, this will be coming away from your body this way, something. If you're going out, it's going to go into your body. So it tells you exactly where you need to go, so just keep that as a reference point. I'm inclined to use this as my reference point, but if you want to be more in the middle, make one that's short enough. What you want to attend to is that its reference to your chest is staying the same initially. Then it goes up, then you're shifting, and then hopefully you're going through and you don't smash into yourself until after you hit the ball. So that's your goal. Now I'm going to see how I can do. So brief heave, floats to the top. My feel for that. Okay, and then a feel for going through the ball. So and now we'll do it. Yeah, I caught it a little thin, but there's your idea. So you've got to get that first move has to be energetic and brief in order to sequence all the other parts. So if you keep lifting, you're not going to be able to shift soon enough and everything's thrown off. So this is the move. I'll go back to the trainer because it's easier to feel. So this is what to practice. Just practice this move. Right like that. Up. Throw it up like that. It takes a lot of force to do that. And then just keep that feeling in your mind. So you got that feeling in your mind now, and now that's your new backswing. Sets everything up perfect.